front side and the buffalo on the back. One of the prettiest coins I've ever seen in silver, honestly. And they are at 1771, like you said, Alex, and it's very easy to check on them. Just Google, and you'll find that they're 20, 25 bucks a piece. So this is definitely one of the best buys out there, barring on there's nobody else that has them for less.
And nobody's, these things have been selling out. It's made by the Sunshine Mint. They sell them for a lot more. These things have been selling out, folks. Ted just greedily bought a whole bunch of them, but they're going fast. Get your order in. Now, Ted, are you going to have brokers there this weekend to take orders?
Oh, yeah, we'll be here all weekend long taking orders for these things. And if you could take a look, man, China just came out and announced that they increased their gold reserves 76%.
No, I saw that 2 days ago, yeah. That's what I was saying when you were last on. China is dumping the dollar, buying real estate, gold, copper, and silver. They're going wild. Chrysler just died, basically. They're going to chop up General Motors, and the stock market's going up. That's the plunge protection team. Folks, again, we're in an uncertain world. The globalists are making their move for world government. They're going to stage crises to get you distracted. We're going into crazy times. I believe in all these sponsors, and I believe you need to call and get Lakota rounds, silver. You need to get gold. Ted, tell folks some of the good deals you got on gold.
Yeah, sure. As a matter of fact, I went in to see if I could reprice the francs at today's market prices, and they're actually higher. I have them at $214. Those are at $217.50. And I looked at the British sovereigns. 271 is what I'd have to price them at, even in today's market, and I've got them at 267. So those are really good buys. We also have, if you like the older coins and the silver, we have some Franklin halves, and they're currently right now at 869, and that's also a really good buy. But I can tell you, you take a look at those Lakota coins, and you're going to just love them. They're just great.
Ted, you should throw one up at minusresources.com so folks can see it.
Yeah, just
yeah. Hey, Ted,
put a picture up there. That'd be a great idea.
Ted, have a great weekend. The brokers will be there tonight till midnight all through the weekend. 1-800-686-2237. You can hold this deal till Sunday night. 800-686-2237. That's 1-800-686-2237. And we've got the number right there on screen at prisonplanet.tv. Viewers, 800-686-2237 or minusresources.com. Ted, thanks for coming on with us.
Yeah, you bet. Thanks for having me up.
You bet. Yeah, I'm kind of bad sometimes, folks. Here at the end of the show, we end up having all our sponsors on, but they make it possible. Be sure and support our local AM and FM sponsors as well. Those local stations, spread the word about them as well. I'm going to tell you about one more sponsor. We're going to come back with the huge news on the front dealing with the bird flu. Big developments there. A lot of things can cut off your electrical power in hurricanes, snow, ice storms, societal collapse, depressions, whatever the case may be. MySolarBackup.com is a great, inexpensive unit. 1,800 watts of power on demand in the event of any disaster or outage. You get a couple of these units and run even more of your house. MySolarBackup.com, 877-327-0365. That's MySolarBackup.com, 877-327-0365. Or check them out on the web. Like I said, a great little unit, MySolarBackup.com. The whole, the solar panel, the batteries, the system, MySolarBackup.com. Or again, 877-327-0365. Jason Burma, straight ahead with a report.
Companies continue to lay off thousands of people. Unemployment is the highest it's been in over 30 years. Statistics prove that in a recession, crime rates go up. Everyone needs something for that extra edge to prevent becoming a victim in these difficult and trying times. You need to prepare yourself with DPS pepper spray, available at MrDefense.com. DPS is the strongest pepper spray in the market and is the same spray used by hundreds of law enforcement agencies from around the world. Need something more? The Scorpion Stun Gun is a great way to take down a potential attacker. Mr. Defense also carries the largest selection of air tasers, knives, self-defense keychains, swords, batons, survival, spy, and tactical gear. Mention this ad and receive 10% off of your order and a free self-defense keychain. Visit MrDefense.com. That's MRDefense.com or call 1-800-313-6400. That's 1-800-313-6400 for all of your self-defense needs today.
In the New World Order's war against humanity, Barack Obama is the tip of the spear.
We've got to give them a stake in creating the kind of world order that I think all of us would like to see.
The Obama deception completely destroys the myth that Obama is working for the best interest of the American people.
Well, Obama's already fudging. Yeah, fudged since day one in this election.
If you have a demagogue with a fanatical mass movement of personality cultists who is imposing the program of a group of extreme bankers and finance oligarchs, That's fashion.
It's not about left or right. It's about a one-world government. This film documents who Obama works for, the lies he has told, and his real agenda. Get your copy of The Obama Deception today at Infowars.com or download it in super high quality at PrisonPlanet.tv. The Obama Deception. The people strike back. Have you ever thought about what's in your shampoo, soap, or detergent? How about fluorides, dyes, ethanol, sulfates, sodium, formaldehydes, and more? Even fragrance can indicate the presence of some 4,000 separate ingredients, most of which are synthetic. Hi, this is Alex Jones. I was shocked when I discovered I could be inhaling these additives that can lead to coughing, wheezing, and shortness of breath, headaches, nausea, irritation of the skin, and mucous membranes. Now compare Cal-Ben Pure Soap. All natural, earth-friendly, no harsh chemicals, no animal testing. They're safe, and you save 85% of the money you're spending on cleaning products now. Start saving over $1,000 a year for your family of 4. Keep it natural. Call Cal-Ben Pure Soap for a free catalog at 1-800-340-7091 or log on to 5starsoap.com. Try Cal-Ben Pure Soaps, and I'll bet you'll never use any other cleaning products again. Call 1-800-340-7091 for all your cleaning needs.
Everybody knows, ladies and gentlemen, that the swine flu thing is a big hoax to help sell us martial law. I covered that in the first hour. Rebroadcast is coming up. CBS News, Fox, they're all getting everybody geared up. I break it down in the first hour that retransmits at Infowars.com until tonight, 9 to midnight, when Jason Burmis comes back live with the Info Warrior. And then this show retransmits until Sunday, 4 to 6 p.m. And if anything big breaks, I'll be back Saturday with an emergency transmission, 8 to 10 like I did last Saturday. But it looks like it is a complete hoax, and that is good. But we're not out of the woods yet with these people because they could stage something else, or they're saying some new flu could pop up. And these globalists love to brag about what they're going to do to us beforehand. Jason Burmis has a bunch of new developments on this front. Jason Burmis, you'll hear tonight, 9 to midnight Central. Go ahead and tell us about it.
Sure, and we're going to be covering all of these stories in depth. We only have a few minutes right now. But the top one, or the top two anyway, the first one is company warned officials of flu 18 days before alert was issued. This is the Veritech Corporation. And CDC officials in Atlanta said they were aware of Veritech's claims but hadn't been working with the company. Now, this just shows more prior knowledge. We showed you the company.
The Mexican authorities knew on the 18th, and they didn't do anything because it's nothing.
And then on the
governments are hyping it to grandstand and to divert from the economic news.
And on the 9th, they passed this big $100 million contract for pandemics and influenza with, Santa Fe Aventis.
And it turns out before then they knew it was coming, and we're going to fearmonger.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, but leave the borders open, but they may have to lock down U.S. cities. Now, we're going to leave the borders open, but get to the next thing. If one person's got it, lock it. But leave the borders open.
Yeah, this one is probably the most disturbing for me. Hong Kong seals off hotel where H1N1 found. A 25-year-old man had been staying there. He had the symptoms, so they immediately took him to some other secure location. They quarantined both of his friends, put them in isolation wards at another hospital. But here's the really scary part, Alex. They're shutting the hotel down. They're quarantining the hotel. They're keeping all 200 guests and 100 staff members there for 7 days. You're not quarantining me. I promise you that. This is happening in other countries first, but it's not out of the realm of possibility here. When they're landing planes and dragging middle-aged women off with oxygen masks and hazmat.
Yeah, they're acting like it's outbreak or something, and one person's died in the U.S., Hoax. But again, there's a danger because they're talking about martial law, forced inoculations, even if you're not sick. They are conditioning you for their next move.
Mm-hmm. All right, so the next one, the World Health Organization is admitting that the existing vaccines are little use against the new flu. So, what is it? It's Resinol and Tamiflu, I believe it is. Or
yeah, those are antiviral drugs, not vaccines.
Yeah, exactly. They're saying, they're not going to work, so don't take them. CDC is admitting that this virus does not have the genes that made the 1918 flu so deadly. That's out of Fox News. So this isn't a big deal. I keep telling people this is a mild flu. This is not a real pandemic. But then they turn around.
But they have death tents set up down the road in Austin. They're going,
Well, they put out these scare pieces. Here's a scare piece. Not scared of the flu yet? Online exhibit may help. And then they link you to this online exhibit where 100 million people died, and it's the 1918 pandemic. So they are still trying to fear.
They're now saying 100 million people?
Right here it says, I believe it's 40 million and 100, between 40 million and 100 million people.
Yeah, see, I'm always saying 40 million. I get emails going, you're exaggerating.
Well, it says 40 to 100.
But